Right. Just to touch on a point that David made, he talks about how there was some of the legal immigrants are leaving before the bill was even passed. And the Department of Homeland Security reported that legal immigration population dropped to 10.8 million in 2009 compared to 11.6 million in 2008. It was the second consecutive annual decline and the largest in 3 decades. So as you can see, the population of illegal immigrants is already dropping. So there's almost no point to even have SB 1070. And some more on the population. More than 700,000 immigrants become U.S. citizens each year, according to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. Something that Alexis was saying about 9/11 and talking about how, I guess the immigrants, they killed us, and that's exactly what we're trying to go against, is she's implying that just because a small group of immigrants they did something bad, that all of them are like that, and that's basically the opposite of what us as Americans want to display our beliefs are. So I definitely disagree with her on that. The Social Security, part of moral economy, the Social Security Administration believes that about half of unauthorized immigrants pay Social Security taxes. In 2005, in a New York Times piece reported that over 9 million W-2 wage forms were filled out by illegal immigrants and turned into the government. A regional benchmark compared for the number of undocumented workers there are. These represent more than $56 billion in earnings and $16 billion in Social Security taxes and $1.5 billion towards Medicare. They also talked about more about how it's unconstitutional and how the Department of Justice, they went to fix the kinks of the law, and those kinks are actually the parts that the U.S. Department of Justice deemed that were unconstitutional, again proving our point. And I'm not sure who it was, but one of them talked about how the police, I think it was Alexis, could do it. They could check for legal status before the law was even made. So again, if they could do it before, there's no reason to make a law for them to make it mandatory. If they're not doing it when it's optional, then obviously it's not that big of a problem for them. So there's no need for the law. And in conclusion, we should rescind SB 1070 because it is unconstitutional. It's detrimental to the economy, and it will lower jobs.